Hi there everybody, this is Nicole and I am ready with my next tips here for you before it's getting too dark today. I'm getting ready for my exercise with Torsten as well, so I wanted to record this live video for you with my next tips. Hey Rachel! Rachel is my sister-in-law is in from London, so this is fun. So it's internationally watched. Awesome. Helmi is on there too. Hi Helmi. So I'm giving these tips here on how you can survive being stuck at home, working from home, and I've did these for the past 2 days. I'm continuing today with tip number where are we now? We are at tip 7, 8, and 9 today. So if you haven't checked out the other ones, just go back. I posted those on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. So just look for Photo Fabulous You or Nicole Connolly Photography and you should find those. So just to quickly summarize, what were my tips from yesterday? So exercise was one of them. I mentioned my awesome gym, Get in Shape for Women in Westboro. So I can tell you how I am in the best shape. I've been going there for over 2 years and I'm in the best of shape at the moment. Exercise, I haven't put on any weight. I'm like keeping it off, even in isolation, so that's my goal. And opening windows. I have the windows actually open right now. It is cold out there, but you know what? It keeps me alert and it keeps me awake and in good spirits. So fresh air, open the windows. If you can't go outside for walks, at least open the windows and let some fresh air in. Stay in touch. So stay in touch, I already mentioned Zoom. And I can't tell you how creative people have started to get with this whole like, okay, can't leave the house, but let's still have a party. So Zoom.usa is the website, but and it's easy to set up. I'm going to be using it tomorrow to continue to work with my assistant. So she's going to be working remotely and I will use that. So it's good for work, but also talking about how creative people I've gotten to stay in touch. I was dancing with a whole group of people in San Francisco on Saturday. They were having a DJ and they put on some music and started this Facebook group video, and we could all just dial in and had a group party and dancing to some music, and we didn't even have to meet up. So it was the coolest thing. So sharing that one, you can definitely stay in touch. You just have to start to get creative. So anyway, let me start with my tips for today. And I should point out, I mean, I've been working on my own now for years, and I struggled in the beginning to work at home and discipline myself, you know, to get out of bed in the morning. So the tips I'm giving you are from my experience that I have now for working on my own for, I don't even know, 7, 10 years, I don't know. But those are the tips and the things I struggled with, trying to get up in the morning and not stay longer in bed. So exercise for me was a big thing, and you know, keeping your nutrition structured as well. So it doesn't mean like, you know, I'm always structured with my nutrition, but this is a thing that a lot of us are struggling with right now, to not run to the fridge all day long, just because it's right there. And we are maybe bored and we are maybe worried, and those are all the things we do to overcome like boredom and frustration with what's going on right now. So anyway, so let me start with tip number 7. So even though we are in isolation right now and we are longing, there's a train going by, so I guess the commuter train is still going. But even though we are longing for contact right now, I think it's also important that we enjoy some quiet time for ourselves. May it be like taking a long shower, taking a bath, doing your beauty routine. because so it's just as important to read a book, watch a magazine. As a matter of fact, I will be doing that later and taking a nice shower after my workout. So it's I think that's just as important, and instead of longing for all this contact, to embrace the time that you have for yourself right now. So and enjoy the quiet time. Quiet time could also be like, okay, I'm sleeping for an hour extra, or I'm going and taking a nap, because I know I'm always up and doing things and being busy. So I actually cherish the time to be a little bit more quiet. And I'm hearing my husband talking about yelling up from being quiet. So anyway, so that's my tip number 7 for today. And number 8 is how do you deal with your family? So with your kids being at home right now. So I don't have kids, but just talking with friends, and I'm sure you can probably chime in on this one. But I think my tips is if you do have kids and you're probably being asked like, hey mom, I'm bored, what can I do? Can I have something to eat? Can I have something to drink? I want to go and see so and so. I'm sure you're struggling with that right now. And one of the tips I think would be to maybe sometimes all they need is being given some chores. So maybe you can ask them to help out with doing the dishes, or maybe ask them to make a meal for you for a change, or put breakfast on. Or empty the laundry, fold the laundry for you, even if it might not be perfect. I know I'm very particular about folding laundry, but give them some chores to do. I mean, it has 2 benefits in the sense. So one is you give them something to do, but the second part is, what else would they be doing? Yes, if they're doing their homework right now, and I mean, this is for kids, it's for younger kids as well as your older kids that might be home right now from college. But give them some chores to do, and so I mean, anyway, what they might be doing instead is like watching TV, binge watching, as well as probably playing computer games. So so if you heard this one and you have kids in the same boat, getting them off to doing computer games and getting them off to watch TV all day is beneficial in the sense as well that all these things is hugging your internet as well. So if you are at home trying to work, give them the chores to do and get them off the internet, so you might actually be faster getting your work done as well. So two tips here in one, giving your kids something to do. So I know I didn't like as a kid doing all these chores at home growing up in Germany. But my mom made me do the dishes, and I absolutely loved cooking with her. So that's why I started to teach cooking classes myself at Azabeth After Dark. But that was all because I enjoy cooking and baking. It was just a matter of like being told to do it. And so that's my tip number 8 for you anyway. Maybe it helps you with your kids at home. So last tip for today, and then I will let you guys go and maybe answer some of the questions here. Learning when to say work is enough. So just because you're at home, I don't think that means you should be working around the clock and until all hours. So it shouldn't be expected from you, and you shouldn't feel pressured to have to work around the clock because you're at home. Again, it comes all down to structure your time. One thing I had to learn, I mean, I could have worked like until all hours, but I decided like, no, I'm gonna work during these times. This is what is expected, and I'm gonna stop and have the time for myself to either cook or work out or something. So that's my last tip for today. Just know to say enough to work as well. So I'm being very serious here, my serious face, but but it is important to say enough is enough, and you don't have to work around the clock just because you're at home and you're in touch. You're at you have your internet right there. You're actually being more productive being at home right now, and getting more work done too. So take that into account and take some time back for you. Okay, so with that, I'm saying enough for today. Stay healthy and stay fabulous, and let's see if I can ask some questions here. Oh, and I had one more thing I wanted to mention on my tip number 7 for you for some quiet time. What I'm going to do, if you leaving me the let's say 30th comment that's going to be out there, I'm going to be giving a audiobook away for you, so you can have some quiet time. So leave me your comments, and the 30th comment I'm seeing on here, I'm gonna be sending you an audiobook, okay? And it will be a good one. Anyway, so let's see, old-fashioned storytelling too. Oh yes, old-fashioned storytelling. So Rachel just says like, yes, old-fashioned storytelling is a good thing. Maybe get, if you have multiple kids at home, maybe you can get them to do things together, storytelling. So let's see, for sure, send them to my house to clean. Okay, one of my friends is like, send the kids over to to her house so they can clean. So maybe we keep that to yard work, right? Okay. So my husband is saying there will be no quiet time in this house. Okay, so yes, I guess he doesn't want to have any quiet time in this house. Let's see, who else? Okay, I think that's it. But leave those comments for me. I already mentioned like, okay, 30th comment down there is gonna get an audiobook from me gifted, so you can enjoy some quiet time. And I'm gonna be quiet now myself. So bye.